Okay, so looking at today's quiz, the first question is expanding brackets. Now, some of you remembered the shortcut and you knew before you started that the middle two terms were going to cancel, but some of you have done it the long way, but you still get the same answer. So if we do 3a multiplied by 3a, that gives us 9a squared. 3a multiplied by positive 1 is 3a. I have negative 1 times 3a, which is negative 3a, and negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. And you should always have those middle two terms cancelling. Does anyone remember what the rule was for the shortcut? Does anyone remember what we called that? Difference. It was called the difference of two squares, because what we end up with 9a squared minus 1 is the difference, which is minus, difference of the two terms squared, because those middle two terms always cancel. As you can see, if I forgot that shortcut and I did this step, it doesn't matter, I still get the right answer. Alright, now question 3 is the one we've been struggling with. This is the work question. So we're going to do a little bit of working on this one. So first of all, we're going to summarise our information. So we've got Bob taking 3 days to build a fence. So we know that Bob takes 3 days for one fence. Next guy, we have Bill, and he's taking 5 days to build one fence. So Bill does 5 days for one fence. And then we have Ben, who's doing 6 days. Now, listening carefully for this one. What we have at the moment is we have that the number of fences that they're building is the same. What we want to make the same is the number of days they're working. So we need to change these rates so that the number of days is the same. So we need to choose a number of days that 3, 5 and 6 all go into. 30. So 3, 5 and 6 all go into 30. So we're going to change each of these rates to work out how many fences they would build in 30 days. So we're changing this rate. So instead of having 3 days for one fence, if I change that, what would Bob do in 30 days? 10 fences. 10 fences. Okay? What about Bill? He's had 5 days to do one fence. So in 30 days, he would build 6 fences. And what about Ben? 5 fences. 20 fences. In 30 days, he builds 5 fences. Now, this information is much more useful because I know that they're all working at the same time in this question. So they're not working separately anymore. They're all going to work together. So I need them working for the same amount of time. So if I don't wish to speak over you. Okay? So if they were all working all together for 30 days, how many fences would they have built? So they all worked for 30 days.
21.
So they would build a total of 21 fences in 30 days. Yeah, we're going to simplify that. Okay, now what did the question ask me? It asked, how long would it take for them all working together to build just one fence? So I know it takes 30 days for them as a team to build 21 fences, and I only want to get to one fence. So I need to divide by 21, so this is one fence. This last step a few of you are getting wrong. Okay, so a few of you are not sure whether it's 30 on 21 or 21 on 30. Remember, it's the one fence. We want to make this one, so we're going to divide by 21. So that's the last step, be really careful. So you get 30 on 21. Oops, that's not working. 30 on 21 days for one fence. Now 30 on 21 we can write a little bit nicer. It would be 10 on 7, which is 1 and
1.42857.
so let's just say the 2 decimal places.
1.4.
2 decimal places. 1.43 was it? Okay. Great. So it's 1.43 days for one fence. Does that make more sense about why we're doing this? Okay. All right. Our final question in the quiz. A map has a scale of 1 to 25,000. What distance on the map is needed to represent 120 k's? Now, this tells me that the map is 25,000 times smaller than real life. So my first step is to take my 120 k's and divide it by 25,000. Now, that is going to give you a really small number.
0.0048.
0.0048. Okay? This number is still in kilometres. I don't want the answer in kilometres. I don't say, oh, on my map I measured 0.0048 kilometres.
But you did.
We use a ruler. We measure in centimetres. How do I convert kilometres to centimetres? Times by 1,000 takes you to what? From kilometres to metres. So times by 1,000 first, but then I want to go from metres to centimetres. So what do I times by then? 100. Okay, there's 100 centimetres in a metre. So times by 1,000 and then times by 100. What do we get if we do that? What do we get? Yep. 0.0048. Sorry, I'm having a messy handwriting day. As always. So what's our final answer? 480 centimetres?
Oh, that's easy.
Which you could have left as 4.8 kilometres. Does everyone understand the scale by now?
Is that meters or millimeters?
That's metres.
Okay.
Centimetres.
Centimeters.
So either leave it as 4.8 metres or 480 centimetres. Either is fine.
Alright.